The COVID-19 pandemic has affected the entire world, and America is now bracing for the worst. The virus is currently spreading through every state, and no one is safe, including celebrities and politicians. In fact, the list of celebs with coronavirus keeps on growing. On March 16, 2020, actor Idris Elba announced that he'd tested positive for the coronavirus, tweeting, "I feel okay. I have no symptoms so far, but have been isolated since I found out about my possible exposure to the virus. Stay home, people, and be pragmatic. I will keep you updated on how I'm doing. No panic." In the accompanying video message, Elba explained that he self-quarantined and got tested immediately after learning that a person he'd come into contact with had tested positive 3 days prior. Elba then explained why he decided to share his diagnosis with the world.
Transparency is probably the best thing for this right now.
He goes on to say, "If you're feeling ill or feel like you should be tested, or if you've been exposed, then do something about it." Elba ended the video by saying, "Look, we live in a divided world right now. We can all feel it, but now is the time for solidarity. Now's the time for thinking about each other. Stay positive. Don't freak out." On March 19, 2020, Hawaii Five-0 actor Daniel Dae Kim revealed he'd tested positive for the coronavirus in a video posted to Instagram. The 52-year-old actor wrote in the caption, "Looks like I'll be okay, but I wanted to share my journey with you in the hopes that you find it informative or helpful. Hope you all stay safe, calm, and above all, healthy." In the accompanying video, Kim goes on to explain, "For the past several weeks, I was in New York shooting a role on a TV series where, ironically, I play a doctor who gets recruited to a hospital to help patients during a flu pandemic." He goes on to reveal that after he started showing symptoms,
"I went to a drive-through testing facility that had just opened here in Honolulu.
3 days later, he received a positive test result. In his message, Kim warns a certain demographic about the seriousness of the virus.
For all those out there, especially teenagers and millennials who think this is not serious, please know that it is."
He goes on to say, "If you treat this without care, you are potentially endangering the lives of millions of people, including your loved ones." On March 20th, 2020, Andy Cohen, the host of Bravo's talk show Watch What Happens Live, announced that he'd tested positive for coronavirus. In a message to his fans posted to Instagram, he said, "As much as I felt like I could push through whatever I was feeling to do Watch What Happens Live from home, we're putting a pin in that for now so I can focus on getting better. I want to thank all the medical professionals who are working tirelessly for all of us and urge everybody to stay home and take care of themselves." Just a few days before his diagnosis, Cohen told Variety that he planned to host the popular talk show from his New York City apartment amid the coronavirus pandemic. He said, "Our show is arguably the most low-tech show in late night in its current form, so the idea of taking it down even further a few notches is just ironic and hilarious. I mean, we're the show that I still can't believe gets a live signal out of a very small clubhouse in Soho, so we will now be from my own clubhouse in the West Village. Hopefully this plan will still come to fruition once Cohen recovers." Colton Underwood, who starred in season 23 of The Bachelor in 2019, announced in an Instagram video that he'd been diagnosed with coronavirus. In the caption, he wrote that, "I have been following all of the social distancing rules since last week. My symptoms started a few days ago. I was tested and just received my results today. For anyone out there that is hesitant to self-quarantine, please do yourself and your loved ones a favor and stay home. We will all beat this and come out stronger on the other side. I'll keep you posted. Love you all." In the video, Underwood shared a few words of encouragement and wisdom. So I guess the reason I'm sharing this is not to cause fear or panic, but to hopefully encourage you guys to stay home, do your part, take care of yourselves, take care of one another. The reality TV star also pointed out why everyone should take the virus seriously, regardless of how old they are.
"I'm 28. I consider myself pretty healthy. I work out regularly. I eat healthy. And I became symptomatic a few days ago."
But despite his healthy lifestyle, Underwood claims that, "I can't even walk up a flight of stairs without being out of breath or going to the bathroom without having to sit down because I'm exhausted." Disgraced former movie producer Harvey Weinstein has also tested positive for the coronavirus. Officials told New York's Niagara Gazette that Weinstein was likely already positive for COVID-19 upon entering Wendy Correctional Facility after he was transferred from Rikers Island. As the Niagara Gazette reports, he is one of 2 Wendy inmates who have tested positive. Michael Powers, the president of the New York State Correctional Officers and Police Benevolent Association, couldn't give any details on the disgraced mogul's health, but he did make a point to say, "There is no better breeding ground for this virus than a closed environment, such as a correctional facility." According to Reuters, Weinstein's legal team wasn't notified of his diagnosis. Imran Ansari, a lawyer on Weinstein's defense team, said, "Given Mr. Weinstein's state of health, we are of course concerned if this is the case, and we are vigilantly monitoring the situation." The Oscar-winning producer is currently serving a 23-year sentence. On March 22, 2020, an announcement on Senator Rand Paul's official Twitter account revealed that the Kentucky Republican has been diagnosed with coronavirus. Paul's spokesperson tweeted in part, "He is feeling fine and is in quarantine. He is asymptomatic and was tested out of an abundance of caution due to his extensive travel and events. He was not aware of any direct contact with any infected person." Paul's diagnosis makes him the first sitting senator and third U.S. lawmaker to announce that they've tested positive for COVID-19. The previous week, Representative Mario Diaz-Balart and Representative Ben McAdams both revealed that they'd been diagnosed with a novel coronavirus. Paul had recently voted against an $8.3 billion emergency response coronavirus bill after his proposed amendment to the bill was turned down. On March 5th, he tweeted, "Earlier today, I said that while I support an all-hands-on-deck response to the coronavirus, we should cut out waste and take money from less urgent spending like what we waste overseas to put into that response effort. We have to start setting our own priorities." And as recently as March 5th, Paul had been skeptical that the novel coronavirus would spread through the United States.
I think we're still doing pretty well. And I'm hopeful that the numbers remain pretty small and that through sequestration or quarantine, we're able to actually stymie this disease.
On March 25th, 2020, it was announced that Prince Charles, the 71-year-old son of Queen Elizabeth II, has tested positive for coronavirus. The statement revealed that Prince Charles was self-isolating in Scotland and claimed that he has been displaying mild symptoms but otherwise remains in good health and has been working from home throughout the last few days as usual. The Prince of Wales' wife, Camilla, Duchess of Cornwall, has since tested negative for COVID-19. The statement revealed that the tests were administered by the NHS, the United Kingdom's publicly funded healthcare system, because they both met the criteria required for testing. It is not possible to ascertain from whom the prince caught the virus owing to the high number of engagements he carried out in his public role during recent weeks. Meanwhile, a statement from Buckingham Palace revealed that Her Majesty the Queen remains in good health. The Queen last saw the Prince of Wales briefly on the morning of the 12th of March, and she is following all the appropriate advice with regard to her welfare. On March 17th, a royal announcement stated that, as a sensible precaution and for practical reasons in the current circumstances, Her Majesty will move to Windsor Castle for the Easter period on Thursday, the 19th of March, 1 week earlier than planned. On March 27, 2020, UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson revealed in a Twitter video that he'd tested positive for coronavirus, writing in the caption that, "I have developed mild symptoms and am now self-isolating, but I will continue to lead the government's response via video conference as we fight this virus. Together we will beat this." In the accompanying video, Johnson explains that he took a test after experiencing a fever and a persistent cough. He announced that he would be working from home for the foreseeable future.
Be in no doubt that I can continue, thanks to the wizardry of modern technology, to communicate with all my top team to lead the national fight back against coronavirus.
In the video, he goes on to thank the National Health Service and expresses gratitude to British citizens for doing their part to stop the spread of the virus. He strongly encourages everyone to take the recommended prevention measures, adding, "Thank you to everybody who's doing what I'm doing, working from home to stop the spread of the virus from household to household. That's the way we're going to win." On March 21st, 2020, Bon Jovi keyboardist David Bryan took to Instagram to announce that he'd tested positive for the coronavirus. In the caption, he writes that, "I just got back my results today. I've been sick for a week and feeling better each day. Please don't be afraid. I've been quarantined for a week and will for another week. And when I feel better, I'll get tested again to make sure I'm free of this nasty virus. Please help out each other. This will be over soon, with the help of every American." In addition to his work with Bon Jovi, Bryan has released 3 solo albums over the years. He also won 2 Tony Awards for his original score and orchestrations for the 2010 Broadway musical Memphis. During a live stream appearance on Oprah Winfrey's Apple TV Plus series Oprah Talks, Idris Elba's wife, the model Sabrina Dowra, revealed that she didn't take measures to avoid contracting the coronavirus. As she puts it, "Actually, I found out this morning, Oprah, that I tested positive. I'm not surprised as soon as I heard that Idris was potentially exposed." Here's how she explained why she didn't distance herself from Elba. "I was on my way anyway, and I wanted to be with him. I think that's an instinct as a wife. You just want to go and take care. We didn't change the way we interacted. I could have made a decision to put myself in a separate room or maybe stay away, and I'm sure people are making those decisions. I made the decision to want to be with him and still touch him." On March 23, 2020, Broadway actor Aaron Tveit announced on Instagram that he'd been diagnosed with coronavirus. The 36-year-old performer wrote, "I've been in quarantine since Broadway shows shut down on March 12th, and I'm feeling much better. I consider myself extremely lucky that my symptoms have been very mild, cold-like with no fever, as so many are experiencing much more serious symptoms." He goes on to say, "I want everyone to realize that this can affect anyone, and even if you aren't feeling sick or showing drastic symptoms, please take heed, stay safe, stay healthy, and I hope to see everyone at the theater again soon." On March 25, 2020, actress Laura Bell Bundy announced on Instagram that she'd tested positive for the coronavirus.
"Do not be alarmed. I am okay. I am taking everything in stride."
The actress also revealed that she'd been self-quarantining since March 12th. She claims she initially experienced mild symptoms like headaches and a sore throat, but a few days later, her symptoms grew more intense.
A few days after that, I had what I can only explain as a tightness in my chest and a shortness of breath.
Bundy also admitted, "Of course I'm scared. My husband also has symptoms. Our son is not showing symptoms. I highly encourage everybody to stay inside." Stressing the importance of social distancing and self-quarantining, she said, "My belief is that more people have this than they realize and could be carriers. I was tested, but many people can't get tested. My husband is not getting tested, so he's not going to be counted as someone who has this, even though he does." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.